Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to all of my wonderful and juicy and delicious little beings out there. Now then, let's just put a little bit of light on the subject. So 3, 2, 1, beam me up. There we go. There we go with my juicy little lights. Now then, okay, so I've got no makeup on my old boat race because I'm refusing to wear it now, okay? Because, well, not only that, but I do not feel that it's good for my skin, you know, for it to breathe in any way. I may look a little bit tired, everybody, but the reason why is, well, everybody knows what I'm going through. So I'm having all these hot sweats anyway. I'm not going to go to any friendly quack. I'm not, because at the end of the day, you know, they can do nothing to help me. So I can heal myself, I can heal my own body. But in the meantime, this is what I'm going through. Anyway, so my little beautiful babies, okay, I hope that you're all super duper well wherever you are in the world, my little beautifuls, and that life is treating you oh so deliciously. Now, before I start my main reads, there's something that I want to say. Now, a couple of days ago, because, you know, I did my my quick read, yes, and, well, the weather was beautiful, it was delicious, it was wonderful, and, well, everybody was out, everybody was having a super duper time, you know. I mean, I got sprayed with a spray gun. Do you see what I mean? Boom, 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 boom. Do you see what I mean? Anyway, I got soaking wet, but I did find it funny. Do you get what I mean? Because, you know, it's the little bairns, isn't it? You know, they're a bundle of fun, aren't they? Do you know what I mean? That's what we need to do, see. We need to keep it circling, circle, circle, circle. Do you see what I mean? So anyway, and what I'd like to mention is that, you know, I've noticed on another site, you know, I'm not noticing it so much in shops when I go to shops. So I'm not seeing, you know, or hearing much of that. It's like everybody's just getting on with their everyday life, if you know what I mean. But on another site, well, it seems that, you know, some man and woman's, well, it's like the temper's rising, isn't it? So it's appearing rather moody in the old UK, do you know what I mean? Now, could it be that we have a twat as a Prime Minister called, what, Boris Twat Johnson? Do you see what I mean? You see, I see things in a different way, okay? And how I see things is like this: when you sell your soul to the devil, because that's what's happened, you see, they've sold their souls to the devil, he and along with others. Do you see what I mean? And now this seems to be the consequence of what we're getting. Do you see what I mean? Now, I'm not going to let it rest either. And to my beautiful and delicious little subscribers, how I love you so, and thank you for following me on my journey, because it has many ups and downs and twists and turns, okay? Now then, so yes, so when we're seeing the general mood, you know, on another site, well, there seems to be a lot of anger, and it seems to be building. Now then, and I'd also like to say that, you know, Brexit. So I'm bringing that up again, because at the end of the day, I mean, you know, correct me if I'm wrong, but we should have had some freedom, shouldn't we? But of course, well, you see, I just never trusted them, you know. I just never trusted them. I thought, you know what? I thought these sneaky, slithery little snakes in the grass, they're lower than a snake's belly, and you cannot get lower than that, is what they are. You see, well, as far as I'm concerned, they're just all a load of flipping twats, do you know what I mean? But after listening to Putin, which I did listen to him, and to be fair, you know, I speak as I find. I said on yesterday evening's video, I speak as I find. He was talking common sense, and by the way, that video is going to be transferred to another site today. So, you know, it's going to be deleted, but that's what I do. See, some videos I just delete. Do you see what I mean? And they're gone forever. Others are transferred to another site. Do you see what I mean? So, but yes, you know, to me, it appears that you know, and let's just be flipping honest about this. You know, let's just have an honest conversation. We have been shafted big time. And that's with the old, you know, jab, 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 and with everything else going on. Do you see what I mean? And then they're flipping inventing all these things out of flipping thin air, like flipping monkeypox and anything else they can flipping invent. Do you know what I mean? I don't know. I mean, I just tend to generally just live my life, and I'm going to be honest with you, I do. Do you understand what I mean? Because at the end of the day, you know, as long as we've got a roof over our head, we've got some food, you know what I mean, we've got water, well, you know, even though they've been spending years flipping poisoning us. Do you see what I'm saying to you? I generally just live and let live. Do you get me? You know, I just do not like the drama of everything, but I am having a moan. Yes, I am. Because their intentions, and you know, whether you leave Brexit or whether you chose to remain, the fact of the matter is, it doesn't matter how this rocks and rolls, been shafted big time. Flipping big time we have. Do you know what I mean? And what's happening is now, because you've got so many now, and especially on this other side, you know, and people are, they're getting most angry. Do you see what I mean? Because they can see what's being done. You know, and like, yes, and that's another thing as well, flipping Boris Twat Johnson that we flipping got, supposedly running our flipping country. Well, I tell you what, he couldn't find his way out of a flipping paper bag, the flipping twat that he is. And I don't care anyway, and I shall leave this video up. And I will, I'm not deleting it, I'm not, well, I could put it on another site, which I'm going to, but I'm going to keep this one up, I am. Yes, I am. Because it's the truth, isn't it? And God loves the truth. Does he not? Yes, he does. And also something else I want to mention as well that I do not believe that I've mentioned on any of my videos. You know, the on the old lockdowns, right? You know, when our putrid government, yes, the load of flipping twats that they are, were having parties when others were suffering. Yes, we remember all of that. Do we not? Yes, we do. Well, I noticed that there was a lot of vans, and strangely enough, I did say this to my beautiful and delicious neighbours, you know, and my beautiful and delicious friends, who I happen to love so very, very, very much. I love you, I love you, I love you. Right, and I happen to say, and to my beautiful and delicious little daughters, I love you, I love you, I love you. Right, that they were messing with the, you know, our lamps, like our lampposts outside, you know, with the lights. And what I noticed was, and this is what I noticed, now there was only a couple of others who actually noticed it, but for most, they never noticed. And I thought, what are these fans coming up and down here now for? You know, really regular and everything, right? Now, what it is, and they seem to be, you know, so-called changing the lights and things like that, but what's happening is that they're sort of pointing in different directions. So there's something rather odd there, and I mentioned this well over 2 years ago. And I actually said to my delicious and wonderful neighbours, and I said to my delicious and wonderful little friends who I adore, I said, have you noticed how they're like pointing, like some are like that, some are like that, some are backwards on themselves, do you see? And some are like that. And they look very, you know, to me, and looking at them, they look very like space age. Now then, you see, I mean, you know, because I like to give out information, as everybody knows. I'm pretty sure I said it on one of my earlier videos, you know, when I first started. But please, if others can please look on YouTube at Barry Trower. And he has a lot of discussions about things. And then if you can go on to where is it, Brand New Tube, BitChute, you know, and things like that. So I do not believe is Mark on. I don't know if he's on YouTube. I mean, he may not be. I don't know that. I never checked, to be quite honest with you. Anyway, Mark Steele. Now he's also really good as well. Do you see what I mean? And it gives you they explain things a lot better. Do you see what I mean? Because when I said on a previous video, where, it's like they're trying to frazzle us, it's like they're trying to do everything to us. And I've said, which I have, and I always like to have a positive mental attitude. Please, dear God, Jesus Christ of Nazareth, our Creator, I do. But I'm telling you now, this is not over yet. It's really, really not, And if this continues, I'm telling you, this is going to overspill. See? It's going to overspill because, they're going to be getting angrier and angrier and angrier. Do you see what I mean? Because, they're realising what's flipping taken place, see? And another thing is as well, I keep seeing Mercedes, Mercs. So I'm seeing an awful lot of them, and the colours that I'm seeing is white, navy blue and black. Just keep seeing them. Actually, I've been seeing them for the past couple of weeks, but you know what? My videos, I completely forget, I completely forget to mention this, but yes. So Mercedes Mercs are German, aren't they? So obviously a few things going on there, isn't there? Do you see? So it was just a quick little video, okay? I've had my moan, right? I've said what I've got to say. I've got nothing more to say, okay? It's just that I can see this mood is going to get moodier. Do you see what I mean? And I just like to point it out. Not that I'm being negative, I'm just saying. You see, because we're, in others and that, and of course, they realise because, there's more and more and more who are waking up, you see. And I mentioned Australia on another one of my videos as well, and you need to be watching what's going on there as well. So, do you see what I mean? Seems to be certain countries, doesn't it? Yes. So, like with some, it's like, I mean, I suppose I shouldn't be so harsh, really, okay? So you are going to see a softer side to me. You do have the odd, who run their governments in different countries. You do have the odd, and I will say odd ones, okay? Where they genuinely do not like what's happening to their country. Do you get what I mean? Well, of course, our flipping twat, Boris Johnson, couldn't give a shite, and that's not swearing, about our country. All he wants to do is flipping toodaloo. Oh, when they talk about flying, yes, here I go, see, this is when I start, see. Right, and they talk about flying, you get all these putrid, flying here, there and everywhere. And they're making everybody else's life a flipping living hell. Do you see what I mean? And what about the poor dear souls, where they may never have ever been abroad before, and they would absolutely love and adore to have to have a holiday. I mean, don't get me wrong. I mean, we've got plenty of places in the UK, plenty of wonderful and delicious places. But as we consider weather today, which is absolute flipping shite, another went up. There's been at least 8 today that have gone up into the sky. Now, to me, this is showing me, well, as well as flipping poisoning us, right? What it's also shown me is that this is showing the mood of our putrid governments at the moment. See what I mean? So it's like some days you can get wind, other days you can get rain. Well, yesterday, it was flipping deadly. I don't mean literal, right? Deadly, flipping for most of the day, raining. Rain, rain, rain. If it's raining, it's raining. Yes. Anyway, that's what I have to say. Cannot think of anything else right now. I feel like I've said enough for now. But yes, some of them, they genuinely, they want to help their countries because you see, when they get into it, I've said it before and I'm saying it again, bang, bang, bang. It's like a mafia. And once you get in it, let's rewind and start again. Once you're in it, it's very difficult to get out of it. Do you see what I mean? Yes. So all I'm pointing out, well, to me, it's flipping obvious. And it's obvious how we've been treated. Our twat flipping Johnson would rather flipping fly off to flipping Ukraine to be with the flipping twat Zelensky. Do you see what I mean? And all their flipping cronies. You know, in reality, nobody wants wars. Nobody wants any of this conflict. You know, everybody should be able to live in peace, love and harmony. But no, you've got certain ones, and you know. Do you see what I mean? What they're doing? So, do you see what I mean? And they're quite happy just to continue to do it. But you see, for a lot, and like I said, you know, I've said on previous videos, we still need more to wake up. Yes, we do. So, but for most, I'm telling you now, there's an awful lot who are flipping awake. Bing! Do you see what I mean? And let me tell you, they're really not very happy little bunnies at all. At all. You see, so the mood is changing. And like I said, not in the shops or anywhere like that, whether it's local or supermarkets. You know, I'm talking about another site. So, you know what I mean? It's getting very moody. And I'm going to be honest, I mean, I'm not putting them down, because at the end of the day, they're well within their rights to have their opinions, to voice their opinions, because we should all, no matter what country we live in, we should be entitled to our opinions. Yes, and I was watching the other day. What was it? Was it yesterday? Day before? Anyway, and I was watching our beautiful Alex Cristoforo, and I was watching his, and he was showing about you know, these two statues. You know, there was one that was what was his name? Truman, is it? And then you got the other Gandhi. Well, let me tell you about Gandhi, because I know all the flipping about Gandhi. It's all flipping corruption, sorry. He was bought as well. I know all about that. Believe you me, I do. Do you see what I mean? So it was just all corruption. And anyone who, you know, who tries to do, I mean, we've heard about it, haven't we, where there's been other presidents of other countries, other, you know, prime ministers, you know, and then, of course, they've been assassinated, taken out. You know, if they do not follow, you know, like you've got to do as you're told, follow the leader. Well, I'm telling you, this is getting, I'm telling you, we're at what, is it 2.5 years nearly into this? You see? Yes, and it's just getting flipping moodier and moodier on, you know, on another particular site. Do you see what I mean? So that's all I want to say, really. I've got nothing more to say anyway. I've had my moan. So all I can say is, well, just got to watch the flicks, haven't we? But, you know, it's not raining today. It's a tiny bit of wind. And to be quite honest with you, it looks rather flipping miserable out there. But anyway, at least we're still breathing. Do you know what I mean? For most of us, at least we're still flipping, got a breath in our body to speak. Do you see what I mean? We're going to carry on speaking. That's what we're going to do. We're not going to shut our mouths. We're going to speak our minds, because this is not acceptable. Do you know what I mean? For the governments around the, you know, the world to treat the, you know, to treat man and woman and birds and animals, beautiful little animals, you know, to treat everybody like this. Anyway, I said what I've got to say. I've got it off my chest now. So I'm now going to upload a bit. Like I said, I'm not taking my video down. Do you know what I mean? Because I'm speaking the truth, and God loves the truth, does he not? Yes, he does. You see, and that's what I've got to say on that. Anyway, thank you for listening, all my beautiful little babies. You all know that I have a flipping rant and a, well, not a rave, I have a flipping rant. You all know that. You know, and I do have my moan, and I say what I've got to say. But of course, because they all work with numerology, this is what they've been doing for years. What you've got to do is you've got to work it out. Do you see what I mean? And you've got some fantastic And one gentleman is called Tom Bushnell on a psych club, and I've mentioned him before on YouTube. He's flipping fantastic, you know, banging, 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 he is. Do you see what I mean when it comes to numbers? Let me tell you, and letters, yes. So for those of you out there, it's just a bit of information just to follow. And like I said, Mark Steele, you know, brand new tube, BitChute and all that. And then you've got, you know, Barry Trower. I'm pretty sure he must still be on YouTube. But, you know, it's all very fascinating. Do you know what I mean? And for others of you, please continue to follow our wonderful and delicious Duran and our wonderful and delicious Alex Cristoforo. You know, please follow. And our lovely Gonzalo Lira 2 as in, not the number 2, you know, he's on YouTube as well. So they're all just so delicious. Do you know what I mean? So, you know, that's what I have to say there, my little lovelies. Okay. So much love to you all. Thank you for listening. God bless now. Take care. Thank you. Bye-bye.